Hey guys, it's Felissa Rose, and you're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead. I love you.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called Tenderness of the Wolves. This is from Arrow Video. This is not rated. This is out right now. This is from Yuli Lamel, and this came out in 1973, but re-released now by Arrow Video USA. What this movie is about, it's you're treated to a few weeks in the company of Fritz. Fritz is a baby-faced, shaven-headed killer in Germany. He's a very interesting character. He's both fascinating and repulsive at the same time. What happens is he gets caught with a younger boy, and the cops use his know-abouts of like other criminals and stuff, and making him an informant for them. And in doing so, he takes advantage of this, being that they give him like a, you know, not a badge, but like kind of like making people believe like, okay, I'm with the police. And he uses this to his advantage, and he goes down to like this like where the train is and everything, and he starts luring young boys to his apartment, and then he basically kills them. And then if that's not bad enough, he takes their, you know, their bodies, dismembers them, and sells them to various restaurants for meat, for, you know, that the restaurant cooks, and the skin as well. And what he doesn't use, he just kind of wraps up and discards it. This movie actually is German, obviously, and it has German language in it, so you have to read English subtitles. And I don't really think it takes away from the movie, to be honest. But it's based off of like this serial killer, real serial killer back in the day named Fritz Haarmann, or if I'm saying that name right, probably not. But it was like between World War I and World War II in Germany. Also known as the Butcher of Hanover and the Vampire of Hanover. And like I said, he was responsible for the murders of 24 boys and young men, and during the so-called year of crisis between the wars. His case partly inspired Fritz Lang's M, and its central character portrayal by Peter Lorre, who played Fritz in this movie, you know, in this forgotten gem from 1973. And you know, I gotta admit, it's a little tough to watch at times, being that he is a pedophile and he does get young boys into bed. They don't show, you know, the really young boys. They don't show anything. You know, they just kind of see him like kind of like seducing them, and then he gets them into the bed, and then it fades to black and goes to the next scene. Those are a little tough to watch. I'll admit, it's definitely not my my thing, obviously, but then there is, you know, a few times in this movie there's frontal nudity. They're younger boys, but they're like of age. It's, like I said, those are a little tough to watch, you know, especially knowing what he does to them. But it's really done very well. If you can get past that, the you know, being a pedophile, you know, in the movie, it's really very good movie. It's very the story is really good, and you know, like I said, based off of an actual serial killer, that's really, you know, makes me interested in it as well. It's cleaned up very nicely. I've never seen the original version or anything, but looks great. I actually gotta say, I like this movie. I thought it was great. I thought the story was great, apart from the pedophile-ness, if that's a word. It's not a word, but you get it. And on here, of course, you have the reversible artwork, and that's the newer artwork, which I think is fantastic. I think that is such an awesome drawing of Fritz and everything, and a scene down there, and the wolves. And the reason with the wolves is, I believe back then they even said like there's rumors of a werewolf around, because Fritz does bite his victims like a vampire, but yet there's all these rumors going around about keeping kids in, you know, in this old village or whatever. Kids in basements were being held captive, and there's a werewolf out and everything, and it's all because of him. And you know, obviously he's not a werewolf or anything, but it's just an amazing cover. Also on this special features, obviously you get the new transfer, you get the trailer, you get commentary from Yuli Lamel himself. And also in this movie, it's produced by Rainer Werner Fastbinder. And he actually has a cameo in this later on. He's a real shifty guy, I'll tell you that much. But he did a good job. You know, he's supposed to be the shifty guy, and he did a great job. But it has on here the newly translated optional English subtitles. Like I said, the audio commentary from Yuli, moderated by Yul Huber. And there's like a 30-second intro that you can play or you choose not to play from Lamel himself in the beginning. It's only like 30 seconds, so he just introduces the movie. There's a segment called The Tender Wolf. There's the photography, photographing Fritz. There's also Haarmann's Victim Talks, which is one of the kids in this movie that gets killed in the movie. They talk to him nowadays. It was filmed in like the summer of 2015 just for this. So that's really cool that they got people from this movie to talk just for this release. And there's, still gallery, theatrical trailer, all that kind of stuff. And of course there's the reversible art in here, and I'll show you that. There's the original cover. It's kind of a, it's very orange. I like orange, but I really think that this new cover is just like so much better than that one. It's so awesome. But yeah, that's a really cool flip, reversible cover there. I really enjoyed that. And you also get this little booklet that has all stuff about the movie in here, like the Tenderness of the Wolves. There's pictures. It tells you, things in there. There's the main character in there, Peter Lorre. He's sorry to say he's been dead since like 1980. I want to say 88, somewhere in the 80s he died. So it's a shame. Like he has played such a horrible character, but he did such a fantastic job. It was amazing. Like he really is like a fascinating character that he that he played. It's like he seems like a nice guy, but then he's such a a horrible human being, and it's crazy how it goes back and forth. And also in here is the DVD there, and then of course you have the Blu-ray right there. Really nice artwork on the front of those two, both different wolves from the cover on there. So it's really an awesome cover, and I should say it's an awesome addition. I've never seen this movie until now, and I gotta say I dug it, except for the pedophile stuff. But I would say check this out. Head on over to Arrow Films USA. I'll put the link below. I'll put the link below for a trailer for this movie if I can find one. I'm sure there's one out there. But yeah, I would say definitely check this one out. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you thought about this movie if you've seen it. And that's it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.